V breaks the norm and opens up about his father. V was asked to leave HYBE. HYBE is launching a new label. And how BTS survived the K-pop curse. Watch till the end to find out. Comedian is under fire for ignoring Jin during BTS's early days. Comedian Ho Kyung-hwan recently appeared on the show Run Jin, where he recounted an incident involving BTS member Jin. During a visit to Chef Lee Yeon-bok's house with Jin, the BTS member mentioned a past interaction where Ho Kyung-hwan had seemingly ignored him. According to the comedian's account, Jin had greeted him on a previous show they both appeared on, but Ho Kyung-hwan did not return the greeting. While Jin himself didn't recall the specific event, he playfully acted offended, allowing Ho Kyung-hwan to address the situation. The comedian expressed his desire to clear any lingering misunderstanding between them. This revelation has sparked reactions from BTS fans. Many fans expressed their frustration, noting that this isn't an isolated incident, and that several celebrities have publicly admitted to treating BTS poorly in the past. Some fans suggested that Ho Kyung-hwan's recounting of the event seemed more like an attempt to gain attention than a sincere apology. They questioned the comedian's motives for bringing up the past incident, with some feeling he was using Jin's current popularity for his own benefit. V gifts a car. V recently won over fans by giving a toy car to the daughter of BTS's stylist Kim Venchi on her birthday. This thoughtful gesture was revealed in an Instagram story which belongs to Kim Venchi's daughter. The post showed the young girl enjoying her new black toy car with a caption that thanked Uncle, referring to V. The story quickly caught the eye of V's fans and spread like wildfire across social media, earning heaps of praise and love for the singer. Fans voiced their admiration on various social media platforms. One user highlighted V's thoughtfulness, while others praised his kind nature and his ability to maintain strong relationships with those around him. Many fans pointed out V's kindness towards children and his knack for keeping good relationships, even with people like Kim Venchi, who has worked more closely with other BTS members but not as much with V on his solo work. V was celebrated by fans as the sweetest person ever, with many discussing how he would be a great dad someday because of his gentle and loving way with kids. The joy of giving was a common theme among the comments, with many fans inspired by V's actions to also strive to make a positive difference in the lives of others. The Grammys, BTS is not good enough. At the 67th Grammy Awards in Los Angeles, no K-pop groups were nominated or performed, even though K-pop is huge all over the world. Experts say that in the United States, K-pop is still seen more as a special interest for hardcore fans, and not something that the general public listens to a lot. BTS is the only K-pop group that has managed to break through this barrier. They first showed up at the Grammys as presenters in 2019 and got to perform the next year. They were nominated for 3 years in a row and performed at the Grammy ceremonies in 2021 and 2022. This was a big deal because it showed that K-pop could be taken seriously at such a high-level event. This year, however, no K-pop group could match BTS's level of fame and influence, according to someone from a K-pop agency. Newer groups like Stray Kids and TXT are getting more popular, but haven't reached the level needed to be considered for a Grammy yet. This person also mentioned that the type of music K-pop is known for, which is really performance-heavy, hasn't fully caught on in the Western music industry that likes clearly defined music styles. A music critic noted that K-pop is still a niche in the US, mostly followed by really dedicated fans. He pointed out that the Grammys are a traditional and very selective American music award show that tends to recognize music styles that are well established, like Latin pop and Afrobeats. There's also ongoing criticism that the Grammys favor certain groups and have a narrow view of what kind of music deserves awards. Another critic mentioned that even though the Grammys are often seen as favoring some artists, they do have high standards for music. However, he thinks that as music trends worldwide keep changing, the Grammys will eventually have to start recognizing a wider variety of music, including K-pop. So the advice to the K-pop industry is to keep doing what they're doing and focus on growing within their own style and culture instead of just trying to win Grammy awards. This approach should help K-pop continue to evolve and succeed on the global stage, showing off its real value as a unique and influential music genre. Get ready to be surprised. Jin's new Netflix show. BTS's Jin is gearing up to star in a new Netflix series, kicking off an exciting new project in his career. The show is named Kian's Bizarre B&B, where viewers will see Jin taking part in a bunch of fun and crazy activities on a remote island. The teaser video for the show features Jin pulling funny faces and getting involved in energetic games that are sure to make viewers laugh. In Kian's Bizarre B&B, Jin teams up with Ji Ya-eun, who's quickly becoming popular in variety shows, and Kian84, who acts as the quirky innkeeper. Together, they're known as the Chaotic Siblings, and they dive into wild challenges like trying weird foods, sliding in a park, and doing water sports. Their main aim during these escapades is to complete the tasks so they can leave the island. This new show is even more over the top than Jin's current series, Run Jin. Kian's Bizarre B&B combines touching moments with lots of humor as Jin, Ji Ya-eun, and Kian84 meet and mingle with a diverse group of young guests, each with their own unique stories. The series is set to hit Netflix in April this year and promises to be a feel-good show that will cheer up its audience. V breaks the norm and opens up about his father. During a recent interview, V shared some personal insights that have helped shape his approach to life. He talked about a phrase, Gomu Shirako, which means, "it's no big deal," in his home region dialect. This saying, passed down from his father, has been a big influence on him. During the interview, V explained how his dad often used this phrase whenever he faced challenges. His father's way of treating problems as minor obstacles taught V to handle difficulties with ease and not to get overwhelmed. This mindset has greatly influenced both his personal life and his career. Fans around the world quickly connected with what V shared, taking to social media to express their admiration for the bond between him and his father, and how his upbringing has impacted him positively. Many fans wrote about how this phrase and the stories V shared about his dad inspired them to adopt a similar attitude in their own lives. For example, one fan mentioned that this phrase helped her to be a more patient and fun mom. It changed how she handled stress in parenting, reminding her that in the bigger picture, most worries aren't that significant. This isn't the first time V has talked about Jumu Shirako. He has brought it up during other public appearances too. In an old episode of Run BTS, he wrote a poem for his fellow band members using this phrase, telling them not to sweat the small stuff. His words aim to comfort his bandmates and remind them to be easy on themselves, showing the value of keeping things in perspective. In a 2021 interview on You Quiz on the Block, another BTS member, RM, recalled how V's dad's advice became a motto for all of them during their early days. It helped them deal with tough times and stick together as a team. This philosophy of not making a big deal out of life's challenges has not only helped BTS members deal with their own issues, but has also strengthened their connection with each other and with their fans. This lighthearted approach to overcoming obstacles is a key part of what brings them together and allows them to support each other. V asked to leave HYBE. On February 3rd, the photobook Rev featuring V was released on the Weverse online shop. This photobook, which was announced earlier, is a collection of personal photos that V took during his trip to Paris. Even though fans were excited for its release, many were disappointed because V's management company, HYBE, didn't do much to promote it. On the day Rev came out, a lot of V's fans went online to express their frustration. They were upset because HYBE didn't promote the photobook enough. One fan expressed frustration, stating that it was the release day for Revi, but that the company had ensured no one received their photobook on the same day. The fan added that V deserved better management and that they were sick of the useless company. Fans also pointed out that this wasn't the first time HYBE seemed to ignore V's solo projects. They mentioned how the company had delayed other things, like his albums and special edition photobooks. A particularly upset fan cited a series of perceived missteps, including delays of the album and vinyl releases, issues with the Type 1 photobook, and problems surrounding the Winter Ahead and White Christmas CDs, culminating in the current situation with Revi. The fan concluded by asserting that the artist needed to leave the company as soon as possible, arguing that an artist of such talent deserved far better treatment. Despite these issues, Big Hit Entertainment, which is part of HYBE, shared some details about the photobook. They described Rêve as a dreamy journey that shows V's experiences in Paris, the city known for love and romance. BTS fans are famous for their strong loyalty and constant support for the group. However, their deep dedication can sometimes make them overly sensitive to anything they see as unfair treatment of the members. When V's photobook was released, many fans quickly assumed that HYBE had neglected it just because there wasn't much promotion, even though the company had still shared official details about the release. While it's fair to expect good management, ARMY's protectiveness can sometimes make small problems seem much bigger than they really are. Fans were frustrated about delayed shipments and the lack of advertisements, which is understandable, but it's also possible that the situation wasn't as bad as they believed. This kind of strong reaction has happened before, where even minor issues turn into big controversies, leading to heavy criticism of the company. How BTS survived the K-pop curse that ended countless groups before them. In K-pop, the number 7 is usually considered lucky, but it also comes with the idea of a 7-year curse that affects idol groups. This curse is tied to the typical 7-year contracts that groups sign at the beginning of their careers, after which they often break up or members start solo careers. However, the K-pop industry is changing, and many groups are now breaking this curse by making strong comebacks. Despite worries about the curse, we're seeing more K-pop groups make successful returns. They're reconnecting with longtime fans and drawing in new ones with fresh sounds and performances. These comebacks are breathing new life into the careers of these artists and adding excitement to the K-pop scene. For instance, several veteran groups have recently stepped back into the spotlight. Not only have they revived a sense of nostalgia, but they've also proven they can still captivate today's fans by updating their music and performances. These comebacks show that creativity and staying connected with fans can help extend the careers of K-pop groups beyond what used to be expected. Also, the international growth of K-pop fans has played a big part in extending these groups' careers. With fans worldwide, the market for K-pop has grown a lot, giving artists more chances for longer success. A great example is BTS, who signed on to continue for another 10 years, highlighting their huge impact and the strong bond they've built with fans and people in the industry. The K-pop industry moves fast and always demands something new, which can be tough for established groups as they try to stay relevant and keep the attention of mainly young fans. As these groups age, their connection with the main K-pop fanbase can fade, which might threaten their popularity. In conclusion, while the 7-year curse used to be a big deal for many K-pop groups, things are changing. This change suggests that the old idea of the 7-year curse might soon be just a memory, as the K-pop industry continues to expand and evolve. HYBE is launching a new label. HYBE just announced the start of 2mil Music, a new branch under HYBE Latin America, featuring the famous Mexican musician and producer Emmanuel Mime Del Real as the label's first artist. Del Real, which has won several Latin Grammy Awards, is starting a solo career with this new partnership. Del Real has been an important part of Latin music, both as a member and a producer for HYBE. The band is celebrated for its significant achievements, including winning the Best Rock Song at the Latin Grammys in 2004 and 2008, and both the Best Alternative Song and Record of the Year in 2009. These awards show just how much impact the band has had in the Latin music world. With 2mil Music, Del Real has released a new single called Princesa, kicking off his solo career. This song is a preview of his first solo album, which is set to come out later this year. Del Real is excited about his journey with HYBE Latin America, mentioning that the mix of being independent and having the support of a big label played a big part in his decision to join them. Ka Jong-hyun, the CEO of HYBE Latin America, talked about how important it was to sign Del Real. He said it shows the label's dedication to supporting talent from Latin America and to encouraging a wide range of creative work. HYBE began expanding into Latin America by setting up a subsidiary there in November 2023. This move is part of a larger plan to get involved in one of the world's quickest-growing music markets. HYBE also bought Exile Music, which is part of Exile Content, and deals with recording, publishing, managing artists, and planning concerts in the region. This purchase helps HYBE strengthen its influence and operations in Latin America, improving its ability to support and promote local artists like Del Real. An incident took place at a HYBE event. At a recent ticket exchange event for the HYBE Group 17, a fan was hit by a car while waiting in a very long line that stretched from the building to the parking area. The large number of fans attending the event caused the line to become exceptionally long. The fan who was hit had to be carried out of the line inside the building. This incident caused a lot of worry and upset among the mostly young people there. Videos that show what happened during the incident and how other fans reacted have been shared on social media, revealing how shocked and concerned everyone was. Many fans have been openly critical of the local concert promoter responsible for the event. They complained about poor planning, especially how the crowd was managed, and the lack of enough places for ticket exchange. This poor organization led to very long lines, which contributed to the accident. One fan expressed their unhappiness, saying the promoter does not provide security and comfort when exchanging tickets, and pointed out that things need to get better. This isn't the first time that fans at events for artists managed by HYBE have faced safety issues. For example, a fan of the group Boy Next Door once needed medical help and had to be taken away after waiting a long time in cold weather to buy merchandise. These problems have led fans to demand better planning for events, including the need for more staff, better organization, and improved safety measures. As K-pop concerts and events keep drawing bigger crowds, it's becoming more important to ensure these gatherings are safe and well-run. The current status of the fan hasn't been updated since the news first spread on social media. Many people are worried and waiting for more information about their condition. The community is emphasizing the need to make safety a top priority to avoid such dangerous situations in the future.